Hey guys, I'm Joe. This is the Rebels Advocate. Happy Monday, or whatever day it is for you. I hope you're having a good day. It's a beautiful day. The sun was shining. It's getting a little late now, but happy Monday. Happy episode 8 of Wail. It's going to be a short one. I'm not going to go on and on. I've been out all day. I had some things to take care of early on, that had to take my daughter for a doctor's appointment, which is a little over an hour and a half away. So I've been driving for a few hours, and so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. But I want to talk about one thing. If you watched last week, I fast forwarded through a ton because basically what happened is last week was hell week. It was a shitty week for me. It was a shitty week for my wife. Me and her both were just really having a bad week. And so I was just going to talk about it for a second, just kind of, go over it. And then I ended up, like I often do, just like going on and on and on about it forever. And I was like, well, that's, kind of boring. And I started to, maybe cut parts of it out. And it just, well, fuck it. I just fast forward through it because I didn't see anybody being interested. But Saturday night, just kind of, I think, I don't know what I wouldn't say hit rock bottom, but you kind of, you reach a point where it's like, okay, I gotta do something, or, the shit's about to get bad. And me and my wife just had a long talk, and just like, we really got to push each other, help each other, dig our way out of this funk that we're in. And so since then, and I know it's only Monday, so it's not even been 2 full days, but things are going better. Mentally, the last 2 days I've felt so much better. And so, all you can do is hope that lasts for as long as you can ride it out, And so right now we're doing pretty good, but also there's more reasons than one to smile. And I think, the thing I wanted to talk about this week is I feel like 2020 finally 2020 handed us a gift. It was like, here, like, I put you through tremendous shit, and I'm sorry, like, I know, I've been a shitty year, I've been like the worst year of your life, but here, like, I want to give you this, and hopefully, and 2020 was like, it may not make up for everything, but it's just a little something to get you through the next few months, till 2021. Why have it did make up for it? Because I mean, honestly, if you were to say, Joe, will take away everything that's happened in 2020, all the negative, this whole COVID, this whole world pandemic, this quarantine, and all this, the murder hornets, the meth gators, you name it, like, it's all gone. But Ben Shapiro's reaction to wet ass pussy does not happen. I say bring on 2020. Bring on the pandemic, because this was the greatest thing to ever happen to the world. And I'm sure all of you have seen it, so I kind of hate to beat a dead horse, and I hate that the only thing I'm going to talk about for a few minutes this week is Ben Shapiro reacting to Wet Ass Pussy, the W.A.P song, W.A.P, Cardi B, and whoever else. I'm going to be honest, I haven't actually even heard the song in its entirety. I meant to listen to it before I did this. I've only heard bits and pieces of it, like when people are making fun of Ben, but it sounds like a beautiful song. But so first off, Ben did not like the song at all. And so he decided to do a video about it and talk about how this is everything that's wrong with the world today. I mean, obviously. And you know, if you listen to Ben any, like most people hate the sound of their own voice. I can't stand, like, to listen to the sound of my voice is like nails on a chalkboard. But I would listen to the sound of my own voice for hours before I'd listen to 5 minutes of Ben Shapiro normally. That dude's voice just rakes on my nerves so bad. I can't stand to hear him talk. I don't like the guy. Like, you know, I mean, obviously he's good at what he does, even if he is an ass clown. Like, I mean, the dude's making a killing, talking. I don't, you know. But anyway, he decided to go off on wet ass pussies, and and he decided to read the lyrics. And it was, not anymore, it was the most hilarious thing of 2020. It was probably the most hilarious thing to happen in my lifetime. But then it got topped. He literally sits and reads the lyrics to Wet Ass Pussy. It's the best thing. Of course, he says wet ass P word. And you just check him one more time, Ben. What is a P word?
P word is female genitalia.
Female genitalia. Wet ass female genitalia.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Hold up. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you effin' with some wet ass P word. P word is female genitalia. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up, N word. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet, come take a dive. It continues along these lines. And it gets significantly more vulgar. Like a lot more vulgar. Talk your S word, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that D word. You really ain't never gonna F him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet ass P word. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass P. Right, so this is, guys, this is what feminists fought for.
And so, yeah, he reads this whole thing, and it was the most hilarious thing that has ever happened in my lifetime. Like, until he decided to tweet about it. that tweet is, you know, if he just talked about it, like, people would have made fun of him, but his tweet is why he is getting roasted around the world as we speak. And I don't know if it'll ever end. He tweeted, you know, just to confirm and just to let everybody know the main reason he was concerned with these ladies who had this obvious problem with a wet ass pussy, you know, is that his wife, who happens to be a doctor, he calls her Dr. Wife. I don't know what kind of doctor she is, I don't care, you know, but she informed him that that's some sort of, it's a venereal disease or whatever, like, and he named, you know, things that would cause their wet ass pussy, therefore pretty much admitting that Ben Shapiro has apparently never in his life seen a wet pussy. I mean, and when you think of it, if Ben Shapiro's there, what reason would a pussy have to be wet? I mean, really, it is the most beautiful thing to ever happen. And if, I'm sure unless you're living under a rock, you've already seen all the videos, but if not, you gotta just go search the remixes of them, and, you know, it's hilarious, it's beautiful. Ben Shapiro reading the lyrics of Wet Ass Pussy. It made my 2020, guys. It made my 2020. It's been pretty much worth it. And please know that I say that with sarcasm, and for all the people who lost lives in 2020. Obviously, if I could take that back, and that meant saving Ben Shapiro some humiliation. Obviously, if that was a reality, I would do that. So please don't get mad at me for saying I wouldn't. But that should go without being said. But sometimes people don't get that I'm being sarcastic. But anyway, it did definitely make 2020. Because we can't change 2020, guys. Like, for all the hypotheticals you can bring up, you can't change what's happened. So, that being said, let's just enjoy what 2020 gave us here. For once this year, 2020 handed us a gift. And we should never forget that. Hashtag never forget. I don't know if that's ever been used before, hashtag never forget, but we should probably, that should be a thing we start for Ben Shapiro and the W.A.P song. We can't ever, 20 years from now, people definitely need to be reminding Ben Shapiro every day that he admitted to the world he's never seen a wet pussy. 20 years from now, we should still be making remixes of that song. And by the way, I think I seen somewhere right before I got on here that song did hit #1 on the charts. We gotta keep that song. I haven't even listened to the whole song yet, but what I heard was great. Who doesn't like a song about wet ass pussies? But we gotta keep that song at #1, definitely, for a while. Oh, yeah, I wish I could remember the name, but I can't remember the name. There was a Republican candidate. I don't know if he's an actual congressman or if he's just running for something, but he's definitely in the GOP. And he said that this song, like the evil of this song, is a direct result of godless parenting. Which, I'm pretty good at translating things, and so this is pretty easy. Godless parenting equals atheist, right? Is the direct result of this song, which basically means atheism is responsible for wet pussies. There you have it. Atheism, what do you want? For a long time we said atheism didn't have anything to offer because the Christians were offering heaven. They offer eternal life. They offer, all this comfort and this joy and this peace. And atheism is just like, well, we really don't offer anything. It's just, there is no God. But now it's, we got wet pussy. You want a wet pussy? You got to come to atheism, that's where you get the wet pussy. So, I think that's a definite plus for atheism. A definite plus for our side. That puts us, if you're making a pros and cons list, maybe all you have over in our pros is wet pussy, but still, that's I think that's going to get a lot of single voters or single issue voters over to our side. They're just like, well, yeah, heaven, eternal life, all this, but wet ass pussies over here. Who doesn't like wet ass pussies? I guess some people don't like wet ass pussies, but you should want wet ass pussies for the people that, you know what I'm saying? Even if I was a gay man, I would still be pro wet ass pussies for the people who want wet ass pussies, How many times can you say wet ass pussy in one video? I thought my last, or video before last, was bad. Where I was talking about masturbating and shit, but this one, I just repeatedly saying wet ass pussy, and that's all. And I'm gonna leave on that. I can't, how do you talk about something else? But yeah, just remember, atheism, wet ass pussy. Theism, dry pussy. Want dry pussy or wet pussy?
Right. So this is, guys, this is what feminists fought for. This is what the feminist movement was all about. It's not. It's not really about, women being treated as independent, full, rounded human beings. It's about wet-ass P-word. And if you say anything differently, it's because you're a misogynist, you see.